Hey guys, whew, it's been an unusually long amount of time since I've posted a video. And yeah, no excuse, life be life and I got busy. And I think I was trying to figure out what this channel was going to look like. I think I did well when I was reviewing Married at First Sight. Don't watch that show anymore. It's just it got to be too much about the drama and less about the marriages, but this video isn't about that. Figure my first video back. I should give you guys an update on my 2025. So that's what this will be called. What happened to me in 2025? It was nothing overly dramatic, nothing overly serious. So you'll need to buckle in. We'll just kind of take this bit by bit. Okay. So first things first, I was gonna take the time to do my makeup and just talk while I did my makeup, but these makeup brushes are pretty dirty, as you can see. So they need to be washed. So we won't be doing the makeup today. Instead, I'll just be yapping at the mouth, I guess. So a couple things that happened in 2025. One of my big goals for 2025 was to, actually, no, scratch that. Wasn't a big goal for 2025, but it's something been on my bucket list for over 20 plus years. I may not look like it, I love dogs, right? And every February they throw on the Westminster Kennel Club Dog Show on TV. It's a two-night event and it's at Madison Square Garden. It's sold out every single year. I watch it every single year. And I was like, I'm going to go one day. Finally, last year, I bit the bullet. I was like, okay, let's look at this ticket prices. I looked at them. I was like, huh, these are actually affordable. I booked a train to New York, went by my little lonesome self because nobody cares about the dog show like I do. And I went to the dog show. And that was huge for me. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm finally here. This is it's right in front of me, the dogs. So that was a big thing for me. I was excited about it. 2025 for me was also about being a lot more vocal with people about, I guess, kind of not my quirks, but the things I like to do, like traveling alone. I've traveled alone before, but I've never really documented it, never really talked about it as much. But last year I did. I did the Westminster Kennel Club Dog Show in New York City. And then I also took a plane to St. Louis, Missouri. I'd never been to Missouri before for the Brandy and Monica concert. And it was just an overnight trip, but I absolutely had the best time of my life. And I chronicled the whole thing. And I got so much feedback from people saying how brave, quote unquote, I am, and how, oh, maybe I should take a solo trip. And I was like, duh, everyone should take one. So that was a big deal for me to go to. Actually, went to two new states last year. I'm trying to do all 50 at some point. Hope I can hit at least two more this year. Last year, I also became an auntie and I became a godmother to a new godson. Actually, with three babies born last year, a line sister, my close girlfriend, and my cousin. The beauty of the close girlfriend is that I was with her throughout her entire journey. I went to some doctor's appointments, some ultrasound appointments, and she wanted me in the room when she gave birth. And let me tell you something. I'm mom of two. I have one. I have two babies, but I had two C-sections, and my youngest daughter is 11. So I haven't gone through this pregnancy stuff in over a decade. This was my first time seeing up close someone go through labor because I did not go through labor with either of my kids. My water never broke. So seeing that was like, oh, this is what it looks like. Okay. And I was there, like I held this woman's leg back while she pushed my niece out of her. And I was like, I've seen every inch of this woman. This is fascinating. And I was in the hospital for over 24 hours while she was in labor. It was beautiful, but it was also like, oh, wow, this is different. Didn't think this was going to be on my bucket list for 2025, but here we are. And it was pretty cool. Another thing that happened in 2025, and some of you may know, I'm a member of Sigma Gamma Rho Sorority Incorporated. In 2025, I chartered a new chapter. I chartered the Xi Xi Sigma chapter of Sigma Gamma Rho, and I'm also their first or inaugural recording secretary. So that was pretty cool to make history in that way, especially because I've only been a soror for less than 3 years. So to accomplish something like that was amazing. Some of you personally know, a lot of you probably don't. I went through a lot in my first year of being in the organization. Um, didn't really get a lot of the support that I needed for being such a new person. And, the things I experienced wasn't like solo specific to me. It was specific to all 22 of my line sisters. And we all, kind of went through an event and bonded as a result of it. But being on that stage when we were chartering, I felt like I was representing all of them. I felt like, yes, I'm doing this for us. I'm letting the people know who tried to keep us down, who didn't uplift us. I'm letting them know that you did not break us. We are doing amazing, fantastical things in the name of this organization, and there's absolutely nothing you can do to stop it. So that was a very empowering moment for me. That just made me feel really good. Another thing I wanted to do in 2025, I wanted to enter more writing contests. I am a novelist. I have written one novel. I have another one that I finished writing that I'm in the process of editing, and I need to finish that and find an agent. If any of you out there know somebody who is a literary agent, please give me their information, leave it in the comments. I really want to be serious this year about finding an agent, getting a publisher, all of that stuff. But one of the things that I'm challenging myself with is writing short stories. I'm good at writing a full length novel. I know how to go into detail and write thousands upon tens of thousands of words. But a short story for me is so much more challenging and so much more thrilling to take a story that can be 70, 80,000 words and condense it into like 5,000 words, but still tell the complete story. So I did enter a few writing contests last year with short stories, and I loved it. I really liked being able to do it because something I said I wanted to do. To nothing else, whether I win or not, it's still getting my name out there and getting my words out there. Somebody's reading it, and I got feedback from some people, which is kind of cool. And because I made a point to enter these writing contests, I have some short stories now that I'm hoping I can compile into a book of short stories at some point. And, we'll see if that happens. I also started working on the third book. Some of you know that my first book, Things My Heart Has to Say, is available on Amazon, and it is the first book in a series inspired by the elements. So, the first book is the water book. The fire book is what I finished writing in 2024, and then I'm editing. And then the third book is the wind book, and that one is going to be comprised of three short stories. So I started working on that last year. And I'm very excited about that because I knew I had to do a book for wind and for earth because obviously those are the four elements, but I had absolutely no idea what that meant and what it was going to look like and what the story was going to be. So now I have actual direction and I have actual storylines in mind and I have a title. So very excited about that. So here are things that did not change in 2025. I'm still here. Yay for me. Yay for life. My favorite color is still purple. That has not changed at all. I am still a wife. I know that 2025 saw a lot of people getting divorced, some people that we were shocked about, some people were like, okay, I could see that coming. But I'm still happily married for the past 12 years. My babies are still loving life and thriving. My daughter, is in sixth grade. She's an official middle schooler. My son is a junior in high school. So we have been looking at colleges. And today I started arranging some college tours that we're going to do during the summer and the spring. And it's been exciting. And I think he's finally at the place where he's actually excited about it, which I'm very happy about. And other than that, I've just been trying to do my best to balance sorority life with my mom life, with my other organization life, with married life, with trying to still be a friend, still be a daughter, still show up for people. If y'all are women out there, black, white, or whatever, really don't matter. If you're a woman, you know that you purposely stretch yourself out in five, six, seven, eight directions because you're trying to be absolutely everything to everybody. And I'm absolutely guilty of that. I haven't really tried to stop that. I know that if I try to be everything to everybody all at one time, A, I'm going to burn myself out, and B, I'm going to be giving everybody maybe 2% of me, as opposed to focusing on just one thing at a time or one person at a time, which I'm trying to do a little bit better at. I had a moment yesterday where I had a conference call that I could have been on, or I could have gone to my daughter's school and learned about the course selection for next school year. And I was like, you know what? That conference call, I don't have to be on it. And I feel like I haven't mommied in a while. I mommy every day with the kids, but just, part of being a mommy is not just being a mommy. It's also going to parent teacher conferences. It's looking at your child's grades online. It's talking to the teachers. It's talking to them. It's getting involved like in every area of their life. And I feel like I haven't done that in a while. So I was like, you know what? This meeting will be fine. Conference call, they'll be just fine. And I went to the school and I felt good about it. So that's kind of my update. Wasn't long. That's stuff that happened 2025, 2026 though. What do we want to see in 2026? I I still like trying new things. One of the things I did last year for my birthday, I tried aerial yoga for the first time. That was fascinating. I want to try Pilates this year. I heard Pilates is hard, but I heard it's an amazing workout. So I want to attempt to try Pilates. And again, I want to get serious about finding a literary agent and really like locking an agent down, finding someone who will not only publish my second book, but will also republish or reissue my first book. That is a goal of mine. In 2026, what else do I want to do? I want to continue to do solo travel, to take myself out to dinner, to be more purposeful about quality time with my husband, having date nights in the house, out the house, but just spending that time with him. I want to get my fourth and final tattoo. I have three tattoos currently here on my shoulder blade and on my left leg. And I think the fourth and final one is going to be on my left shoulder blade. And my brother, who's an artist, I told him the design, like we kind of hashed out all the details. So he's going to design it for me. And I would like to get that this year. It's going to be dedicated to my children. And yeah, and it's something I thought about for a while because I had the design in my head for a nice little minute. But I was just like, oh, okay, it's just a design. I don't know. But I want to do it. Another thing I got into in 2025, I kind of want to continue this year. I started really getting into perfumes and scents. I'm very active on TikTok, and if you are active on TikTok, I don't know how your algorithm is set up. Mine shows a bunch of Arabian perfumes, and some of them are dupes for like the really expensive perfumes. And there is a warehouse not too far from my house that is like an Arabian warehouse where it's perfumes and it's room sprays, it's jewelry, it's makeup, it's hair products, it's everything you can think of that has to do with beauty. And walking in there, it's like, oh, it was fascinating because Arabian perfumes, first of all, smell amazing. Second of all, long lasting. Third of all, incredibly affordable. And fourth of all, if you are an aesthetic person like me, they make the most beautiful bottles. I'm going to show you some of the ones I have. So one of my favorites is Latafa Angam. Let's look at this. It looks like, to me, it reminds me of like a bottle of whiskey or bourbon. But I love that, and I don't know what they are, but I love that it has music notes on it. Because actually one of my tattoos is this right here. So, and I love the smell of this. This is called Latafa Kima. Again, look how fly this looks, right? And they look luxury. They look like they're really expensive. And this one I've kept in a box just because whole presentation is just so fly. So it looks like this. You take this part off. Put up. Let's just shake this part. Look like this. I can't pronounce this. So I'm not gonna try. And then you open it, guys. Look. Tell me this don't look freaking fly. And it smells fantastic too. So I'm getting into that in 2025. And I think in 2026, I'm going to get more into that, more into beauty. I stopped wearing makeup for a while. I kind of want to get back into makeup and just playing with makeup. I really like doing that. And yeah, I'm getting older. I'm 44 now, so maybe getting into skincare a little bit more. I have a skincare routine, but I think I want to pamper myself more. Like I get a facial once a year for my birthday. I think I'm gonna extend that to at least getting a facial twice a year, getting a massage at least once a year, just kind of focusing on me a little more and making sure that my priorities are where they need to be in 2026. So let me know below in the comments what was the most wonderful thing that happened in 2025, the most surprising thing, could be the most depressing thing that happened in 2025. Because if you're writing it, that means you survived whatever that depressing thing was. What is something you want to see happen in 2026? Something happening to you, to your business, to your family. What are some goals that you have, or just some dreams that you have that you hope will come to fruition soon? I hope you guys had an amazing New Year, had an amazing Christmas, Thanksgiving, all the holidays that I've missed over the time that I've been away. I love you guys so much, and hopefully this will be the first of many videos that I do for 2026. Peace.